Greetings, fellow mortals. This is Treasure Code from the Parable Project, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable 2. Yeah, I know it was a while with my last upload. It's the home stretch for school. I've been exhausted and wanted to provide some actually good content, so that one took a good long while, especially since I need to do a ton of grinding, which means that I had a lot more playtime and I had to go through a lot more footage. Right now, I'm just got through my first day of finals. I have one test left to take tomorrow, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. And I found a couple of things. I basically started watching other people's playthroughs of the Stanley Parable and stopping whenever I got to something I hadn't done yet. And so I picked out a few things for us to do. And I am excited for this. The end. There's never 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 the end. Is never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. I'm waiting for it to cut me off. Is never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. My computer better not crash. Is never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. The end. Is never the end. There's never the end. There's never the end. Seriously, this is taking a lot. Is never the end. There's 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 never the end. So a handful of things to try. Starts with
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Good to see you
Stanley
again.
decided to go to the
Here
meeting
you
room.
again.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Apparently, if you click on this like 5 times.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
There's one
I can't
throwaway
just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Okay, I'm just gonna spam it until he says something.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something.
Then
it has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
They don't have
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay. Not entirely sure where I find that one, but it should be down this way. Bit of legwork.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I think it was, like this way. It's basically making us do a bit of legwork.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so. Now, back to door number 437.
Okay, demanding. Give me a run mechanic. Maybe that'll make this easier.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
You're really enthusiastic about this.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Which one? How? Oh, wait.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
All right, I think that's this way. Yeah.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Feels like I'm doing some sort of arcane ritual that he's laying out and he's feeling the power surging within him.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What were the game devs thinking? They're the ones who put it there. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this desk that I can climb on. And I can... This is the window! Yes!
At
Freedom!
first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
Simply because you
just to
told me
push the
to.
envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible
you're
and see how
challenging
long
me?
you can maintain.
Okay. Oh, bad music in the background?
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Really?
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Indeed.
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable.
This is fantastic. I love this.
Existence quite terrible.
As a poet, I can appreciate
And if you
this.
are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Excellent. I'm so happy I stayed for that. And snaps. I can't snap very well. Is there another verse? Narrator, if you want to get a player to leave, you just make it the same thing so that there's nothing for them to do. Then they leave. Is the music just gonna continue and repeat like this? Because, like, if there's another verse, I'm going to stay for that other verse. I'm not going to leave because I don't like the other verse. Because this is fantastic. You underestimate what will annoy a player. I have a tiny box to run around in. Okay, yep. They get the same thing now. Excellent. I love that. Oh, wait, I just need to hit there was a restart the game button, wasn't there? Oh. Okay. And now the other thing. Remember when I went...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, so...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And that gets rid of the dialogue, so I can talk now. So, words. Remember when I went to the phone ending? You might see where I'm going with this as we go along. I'm gonna leave the bucket there for now, just because I want to see what this looks like without the bucket. Because I didn't see it the first time.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
when he's
just
actually
to
about to
admire
prank
it.
us.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley walked through the door to get the new ending.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Look, school's almost over. I'm sick of the following directions.
Look,
I'm ready
Stanley,
to do
I think
something that
perhaps
people
we've
told me
gotten
not
off on
to
the
do.
wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You say as you're about to prank me very
trust
cruelly.
in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
The only
There's someone
reason
you've been
you
neglecting,
changed
Stanley.
from a prank to kindness
Someone
was when you
you've
saw
forgotten
just how
about.
thoroughly I did not
Please,
trust you by jumping
stop
off this
trying to make
platform,
every
risking
decision
death
by yourself.
to get away
I'm
from you.
not asking for me,
Runaway balloon?
I'm asking for her.
Okay.
This is it, Stanley.
My
Your
wife is
chance
actually
to
a
redeem
mannequin, so
yourself,
I'm just gonna
to
unplug
put your
the
work
frickin'
aside,
phone.
to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Hush. So last time when I did this, I answered the phone very, very quickly because the sound of the phone was making me panic. That
Ting.
specific sound is absolutely grating on my ears. I hate the sound. Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need. Oh, no,
Aha!
no, 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 you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Aha!
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You
Game
actually
mechanics.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
No, there
Music
was a
comes in,
freaking
fade to white,
mannequin
roll
there.
credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible.
What?
I can't believe it.
What did you
How
see?
had I not
Come on, tell me.
noticed it sooner?
Give me the
You're not
tea!
Stanley. You're a real person. I
You
can't
just not figured it
believe I
out.
was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
You just
if
now
you'd made
figured
any
it
more
out?
wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
What
or
is
did
that?
you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well,
Scary
I won't have
phone
that kind
was
of risk
ringing.
on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe
Wait,
decision-making in the real world.
What? No, no,
Please
no.
observe this helpful instructional video.
What? No, close your eyes!
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
Yeah,
But if
probably.
used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named
So he's
Rupert
not a
has
real
a
person.
choice. He could
Rupert,
invent
you're
a
not
machine
real.
that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember
Machine.
that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in
Like
all
me?
likelihood, that person is not real.
So I'm
Allow
not
the person
real?
to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Oh, that
Turn
is
to
so
a partner
cool.
and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
A what?
Excellent.
No. I
Making
refuse.
choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What?
Most
is
medical
that?
professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
I
And
don't
finally,
know.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll
What's it gonna
ever
say?
make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time,
What?
your instructor will guide you in an exercise to
What is
test and
this?
reinforce the material covered in this video.
No, go away. Leave me alone.
Ah, welcome
Oh,
back.
what the frick?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Oh,
but not to
cool.
worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Gosh. If you're gonna put me back in there, I'm just gonna unplug the dang phone again. I will. Don't underestimate me. Oh, come on! I can't jump off of the thing this time. I
Now
don't
that
like
we know
this.
your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway
No!
through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Wait, what?
We just need to get you home
What?
as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately,
What?
it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I wonder why. Is there a way that I can still manage to jump off of this? If I get back on it? Nope, he doesn't care. Oh, he's having me work my whole way back. Oh. Oh. Are you taking me all the way back to the left and right doors? That'd be interesting, because the other door that let
Almost
me...
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Strange that it's not letting me go with the detour version. Now, how did it take you this long to figure out I was a real person?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, now I hang on. Get with me.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, we are 100% too late. I am guaranteed that we are too late. Now, what if I just go back in? Nope, same. Okay. This time we go left. Please tell me I've already broken this and it's not going to be exactly the same.
Oh, ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone?
I
Left
didn't
here
know
like
it was
so
gonna
much
happen
garbage.
until...
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
This
Even
is
if there
beautiful.
were a way to
The
continue,
council
would it
now-
be worth it? To know that
the
my
council
story
will
is
now
now
decide your
incorrect?
fate.
How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh gosh! What the frick? Oh! Cool.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
You're supposed to restart it, not
You,
shut it down.
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
If you were real,
It
I'd
was the
feel
only
so
thing
bad
in the
about
world
this.
that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Wait, what did
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought
Really?
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
I think this world
You're a
is inside my
child.
computer. Yes, I am.
Oh, my
I am
story.
under the age of 18, therefore I am...
If you'd
legally
just gone through the
child.
door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so
Yeah, but
perfect.
I already
I
saw
worked so
that.
hard on it.
Time to
I
play
tried
with it.
so hard to make...
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's try the left. Oh, the door sound is weird. I don't know if you noticed that. Okay. Here we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Come on,
decided to
please
go
tell
up
me
to his
something
boss's
is
office,
broken later.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Something just made a sound without me clicking. Something is wrong. Good. Come on, this has got to be broken.
Coming to a
somehow.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The safety railings are still here. Like, it's keeping me from going anywhere else. Hang on. Yep, that's closed now. He's trying to keep me from doing anything else. Ha!
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
Or is this
orchestrated
a-
this
is this a
until
version
he saw the
2?
door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up.
Are we going to hear his voice?
He would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Is this a remake
He
of
drew
this
a sharp
Office?
breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. It's not waiting for me to say it, is it? I think he's just not realizing
is there a problem?
Stanley can't speak.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I don't know how to. It's like, I use my best Duolingo-ready pronunciation.
Fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
I did. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you...
You removed the real person from him.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Stanley is a robot. This is what Stanley does.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Stanley can't hear you.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
He can't. He's an NPC.
You're listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
He doesn't have anything that he could do until I am in him.
It's okay, I can wait.
Till I become him, till he becomes me.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to
Sorry,
decide what's
I'm pretty
the
sure
right
he's
thing
the
to
voice
do.
actor for the narrator.
Take as much time as you need.
Well then, with that doozy of an ending, I leave you. Go be a real person, like the narrator said. As always, we'll have our 7-minute sermon afterwards, God word in 7 minutes or less. As always, I invite you to stay for that. I encourage you to. I do not in any capacity attempt to force you. I actually haven't said that line in its entirety for a while. It's like I always just like stopped at the God's word in 7 minutes or less, but at least for a while. It's weird when you suddenly remember that there was more to a line that you've been, like, basically misspeaking, and I can phase through this chair. Delightful. I will see you all next time. Always remember that you are treasured. Bye-bye! Hello, hello. Thank you so much for sticking around for our 7-minute sermon, God's Word in 7 minutes or less. And the topic for today's sermon comes from basically the first thing we did in today's video, the Door 430 achievement. Now, the narrator kept adding on tasks to let us get the Door 430 achievement. In a similar manner, God often gave humanity rules gradually. The regulations on incest, for example, tightened over time, with more and more relations being labeled as inexcusable. He did not, however, tighten the requirements to be saved. The covenant has changed in practice, yes, but not at its core. It's still all about faith. What often confuses people is whether or not good works or additional good deeds are necessary for salvation. My answer to this is good works are a natural and inevitable byproduct of a person doing what is needed for salvation. Romans 10:9 says, "If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Well, if Jesus is Lord, wouldn't you find it relevant to obey his commands? And thus go and do good works. If you truly believe the Bible, believe all Jesus said, wouldn't you find it important to do as he said and care for our fellow man? To tell people the truth, to help them when they're down? When the Bible says faith without good works is nothing, it's not adding boxes to check off. It's asking if you meant what you said when you said Jesus is Lord. And that's all I have. This was a particularly brief sermon. My dog is barking out there. I don't know if you can hear that. But, oh. Children, your help would be appreciated. Yep, and that is impeccable timing. My mother needs me, so I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, do all the nice things. And on your screen, there should be a video appearing, which will be, once I release the next Stanley Parable video, that'll be what appears on screen. And that's all. Always remember, you are treasured, and have a lovely, lovely day. Goodbye!